Hi guys, my name is Benjamin and I'm going to present to you today my final project that I did with my team on the Roland Berger Strategic Consultants company. But first, let's start with a brief presentation of Roland Berger. Roland Berger is one of the world's top consulting agencies founded in 1977 by Roland Berger himself in Munich in Germany. The company has 51 offices in 36 countries, including 2,200 employees worldwide. Good to mention that São Paulo is its only office in Latin America. During our project, we had the opportunity to reach out with an executive manager at Roland Berger who kindly explained us what are the main issues in the talent development today. Unfortunately, due to his busy agenda, we couldn't have the chance to record him, physically speaking, I mean. Nevertheless, we found him and he nicely answered us to our questions. Because we want to get across our project in a proper way, we thought it might be interesting in doing a project who basically every member of our team could speak. That is why every member of our team was in charge of writing down a question to our Roland Berger's contact and then to reporting on. Thus, Wilson will present to you our feedback from the question 1 to 3, and Julian will speak about the question 4 to 6, and Matthias will continue by responding to the question 7 to 10, and then I will leave you my conclusion.
Twice a year, Roland Berger prepares the staff's work feedback and it's kept available for the whole office to check it. Paulo says that this kind of action helps the worker to walk one more mile, climb one additional ladder. In other words, it makes them realize what's positive and what can they improve. Being a talent has two essential characteristics, according to the interviewee: performance and potential. Using a two-axis matrix with performance in the x-axis and potential in the y-axis, we can see that they are connected. That's because even if you show high performance, the high potential is essential. Differently from what he used to think, elevated result rate was so important that the person's future possibilities were neglected.
Hi, my name's Julian. I'm just going to present to you the fourth, fifth, and sixth questions we presented to Paulo down at Roland Berger's. So firstly, we asked him on the fourth question, beyond the regular ideas of remuneration incentives and the regular challenges within work, how can we stimulate talent? So for him, he felt that creating a clear hierarchical structure gave people the freedom to communicate and gain experience between different areas of their company to improve their talent skill set, their range, but also taking people outside of their comfort zone. He gave the idea of himself giving a presentation in front of 300 managers will give the people the opportunity to improve their confidence, to again gain experience in other areas, to improve their overall range of talents which they may possess. The next question, number 5, we posed to Paulo was, what was his views on the 40-hour working week and the idea of people working from home? Well, in terms of the 40-hour working week, he felt preferred not to actually give a comment on that, but in terms of working from home, he gave two sides of the coin. And in terms of the positive aspect, he felt people have tranquility at home, they have the freedom to be able to relax and be able to go back to their work whenever they want to, they feel more comfortable, more confident perhaps, and for instance in Sao Paulo they may avoid the Sao Paulo traffic of getting to work late. But in terms of the negative aspect, there is the idea of maintaining quality, with the idea of distractions at home, with children running around or having an empregada cleaning the house. How is one able to maintain the standard of quality they would at work that they would be able to do at home as well? How are they able to balance the two of the distractions and quality maintenance at home? And then the next question, the sixth question we posed to Paulo was, what sort of activities can one undertake to aid their own personal development? Well, he felt there were two things one could do, the idea of learning languages to improve one's skill set, the technical competencies of knowledge on Microsoft Word and PowerPoint. But secondly, the interesting aspect was to get an up-to-date feel of working a lot of the daily news in terms of understanding what was going on around you. One could argue that that is normal, but his response, and I quote, was quite interesting. He felt that this gave people the opportunity to obviously know what's going on around them in different areas and different fields of the news, but also to understand what was going on in their own company, perhaps their own, again, going back to their comfort zone, understand what's going on in this aspect of the company. That aspect is another key area which people should look to take up in order to improve their own personal development.
According to our interview, there is a strong exchange between the offices all over the globe of Roland Berger. Their teams include employees of different nationalities and backgrounds, for instance, in a project that was led by Portuguese and Spanish colleagues. Roland Berger organizes a worldwide yearly training for its employees. For those who recently joined the company, it's a kick-off training providing them with technical knowledge as well as being an important networking opportunity. Talent development has merely been affected in the past financial crisis. The goals and content of Roland Berger's talent development program stay the same. Other branches, however, might be more affected, leading to a reduction of talent development programs. Roland Berger focuses on the two biggest universities for business administration when recruiting talents, namely Universidade de São Paulo and Fundação Getúlio Vargas. The process, however, is open to any university.
So right now, let's move to the conclusion. Throughout this interview with Pedro, we have received a clear understanding about what talent development should be in the leading consulting company. Indeed, as Pedro mentioned before, the talent development is something extremely important for those companies which are looking for people having not a good academic background, but also having developed some essential skills such as leadership or Excel or PowerPoint skills. Nevertheless, this study has some limits that we have to mention. Indeed, our study is focusing on Berger São Paulo, and thus we only receive strengths from this office. For example, according to Paulo, Berger is recruiting talented people from FGV or USP, and sometimes with an international profile, but a few won't. But would another Berger's office use the same strategy? What talent does Berger need in 10 years' time? Those questions still remain mysteries for us. Thank you very much for your attention, and I hope you appreciate our work. Thank you.